So in this video, we'll be doing the cross-site scripting room from TrackMe, and from task 1 to task 6. These are all just theory. You can just read them. So I will be showing you how to do the directory apps. So copy the IP address, and this is the IP address. So these are the levels. There are 6 levels. So you can't go to the level 2 unless you saw this level 1. So here enter your name. So let's say A, and here you can see hello comma A, and it is also confirming whether the input is access period or not. So now press Ctrl U, and here we need to see hello A. So there is no filters. So whatever we are putting here A, it is going to be rendered as some itself. So let's say script alert of THM. So you need to, in order to pass this level 1, you need to get the pop-up alert with the capital THM in it. So click on enter, and here you can see THM. So the website is confirming access period, and we can go to the level 2. In the similar manner, enter your name, and here you can see hello a text field and B. So press Ctrl U. So you can also inspect and see the source code. Okay, you can see hello input value is equals to B. So whatever I put here, there is one quotation left side and the quotation right side. So I'm going to explain this one. So let's copy this one and paste here. So whatever I put here, it will be going to be added at this. So in order to change this to some let's say script, what you need to do is you need to close this first input tag. Okay, so put another quotation so that it will be input value is equals to empty. So you can say greater than. So now you can see the input tag has been closed. Now you can write starting, you can start writing script tag alert of THM. Okay, now the script tag has been completed. Now you can see there is one right quotation, right? I think what you can do is you can say H2 another quotation. So I think it might work. I don't know. Let's try this. So from here onwards, from this quotation. So let's copy this and let's go and enter the name. Click on enter, and you can see we got the THM alert, and we also get this H2 header quotations because that is remaining on the this side, and of course our access period gets executed. So go to level 3. Enter your name B, and now so there is some big text field. So press Ctrl U, and here text area. So this is somewhat very easy to bypass. So what you can do is you can whatever you put here, it will be placed here. So you can close this text area, and you can normally write this script alert THM here, and then create a new tag that says text area. So this is my actual input. So upon adding the text area at the both ends, it will be look like this: empty text area, and in between we get our payload gets executed. So copy this and hit on enter, and we get the alert. So you can see empty text fields, text areas, because of this left side and the right side. So go to level 4 and same. So press Ctrl U to examine what is going on. And here you can also see this script is checking whether we have executed the correct payload or not. So whenever you click on the submit button, this script getting executed. So document.get elements by class name, class is equals to name. So it is changing this empty span tag into B. So whatever we input, it is changing that to B. So what you can do is, so copy this, and here instead of B, what you can do is put one quote and put semicolon. So that will be treated as a one line in the JavaScript. Now you can start just simply putting another line, that is script, our script alert. So you don't need to put any script because it's already in the script tag. You can see here script. So you can just simply ignore the script tags and you can just put this alert of THM. So now you can see there are some right side. On the right side you have some single quote and the semicolon. You can bypass them using // which is comment in this JavaScript. So this line will be commented. So the payload is from here to here. So copy this one and paste here and then click on enter. And we should see, and you can see we got the alert. So go to level 5 and press Ctrl U. So here confirming access payload ID is equals to confirm access. So that is not our code. So hello B. So it is a normal one similar to level 1. So copy this script alert. So now we can see the script has been changed to empty space. So what you can do is you can just include some capital ones instead of the P. So you can change this casing and hit enter. And we still got this alert. So the correct way to sanitize this input filter is convert all the characters into the lowercase and then check with this script tag. So the input is not checking whether it's just only checking for lowercase script. Go to level 6 and here we have image. Click on enter. And press Ctrl U, and here you can see src is equals to this one. So copy this code and paste here. So whatever you give the input, it will be placed here. So we can close this src is equals to this one, or what you can do is you can specify some image name that is not existent on the server. Let's say 2.jpg. jpg and close this quotation. So this is starting of our payload, and whenever there is an image src is equals to .jpg. So when there is no image for this .jpg, we can say on error is equals to alert of thm. So we can raise the alert if there is no .jpg. So you can close this image tag, and we have some right side quotes. I think we can just neglect that one. So let's just copy this and see whether it works or not. Okay, we did not get any pop-up. I think this one should be confirm. So what we can do is we can say onload is equals to, so whenever the image has been found, so we can say onload is equals to alert of thm. We can just say this alert. So this double quote gets equal, and just copy this one. I'm sorry, there is another double quote, right? So you can put another double quote here. So this double quote and this double quote is one pair, and this double quote and this double quote is another pair. So you can just copy this one. Images cat.jpg onload is equals to alert, and we can see we got successfully pop-up, and it is confirming access payload or not, and we get the final flag for this level 6. So that is about this XSS, and we also have one blind access task. Let's do that also. So okay, our machine is up. So let's go to this website, and here we need to sign up. So there is in the ticket information, so we need to create the ticket. And now support tickets, and click on this create ticket. Ticket subject, let's say 1, and here the contents, let's say A, and create this ticket. And now click on this ID to view the full ticket details. Now press Ctrl U, and here you can see the text area. So it's similar to our previous exercise we have done like this. So copy this one, text area, script alert text area. So let's go back and create another ticket. So create new ticket. So instead of this script alert, what we are going to do is we are going to use this cookie stealing payload. So okay, I'm so lazy to write this simple code, so that's why I'm just copying this. So copy and paste here. So change this IP address to our IP address, and you can also change this port to whatever you want, say 1234. So copy this, and we need to listen on this 1234 port. Since it's normal GET request, we can use normal netcat. So let's go on listening and paste this payload here. So we are creating new image, and the new image source is this URL. So whenever the image gets loaded, this HTTP request will be sent to our attacker server, that is our netcat. So we'll be catching this, and let's go and click on create ticket, and we should see. So you can see we got pretty much fast. So get slash staff session is equals to this one. So you can copy this. I don't think there is any session on the staff. They are just asking what is the session cookie for this staff. So this is a cookie. So you can just go ahead and edit this one. Refresh this. So I think my account. So I don't think there are any staff account for this session. So save this and let's enter again. Refresh this page, and now you can see it is asking for login. So they are asking just for the cookie, but in normal website, normal sessions, so you can just go ahead and change your cookie to the cookie you got from the request, and now you get logged in as that user. So that's all about this room, XSS room from TryHackMe.